So this is video 3 on relative age dating. If you have not watched video 1 or 2, go ahead and watch those first. You should have completed up until number 9 on your Google Doc. So now we're up to number 10, so put the events in order that form this outcrop. Pause and answer on the document. So the answer here is involving a lot of our principles. We have D, N, M, and we know that N is younger than D but older than M, followed by tilt and erosion, R, S. Okay, number 11. Pause and answer on the document. So we have Z, N, C, tilt and erosion, V, J, fault. So we know C is younger than N and has to be younger than Z because N is younger than Z also. So I'm going to show you a couple of real-world examples of this. So here's one here where what would have caused this? Well, there's more than 3 events because there's all these different layers. But we have this older metamorphic and igneous rock along the bottom, and then this younger sedimentary rock on top. Well, what had to happen? Well, there had to be a lot of erosion here. So we had the older metamorphic and igneous rock forming, erosion, and then layered sedimentary rocks. Well, we can see this in the real world out here at the Grand Canyon. I'm going to show you a little cartoon of the rocks in the Grand Canyon. And there's a lot of interesting things here, but at the bottom you have this old old metamorphic and igneous rock, and then it was eroded, and then these sedimentary rocks formed. They were tilted and eroded, and more rocks were formed on top. So that's what a geologist sees when a geologist looks at the Grand Canyon. Of course, the whole thing's been eroded much more recently than all of that. Here's one final example, and this is an actual place in New Mexico. On the left, you have the photograph, and here's the cartoon that shows you all the different layers. Go ahead and pause and answer on the document. So from oldest to youngest, we have the bottom we have the Abo, then the Yeso, and the Moenkopi, and the Aguasarco Formation. After that, we have the fault, and you can see that it is, in this area, the layers don't line up with each other. This has all been covered by rocks that have fallen in recent times. So we have the fault, then we have erosion, and you can see that right here is an unconformity. Then we have the bandolier rhyolite. And then finally, we have the erosion that makes us able to see this mountainside and that eventually dropped all these rocks here that are covering up the cliffs. So that's a real place where we can apply all the ideas of relative age dating. Hope you had fun. See you soon. Goodbye.